Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Fry Guy here. Welcome to the very first Fry Guides video. Today, we're going to be going over controller settings for Rogue Company. And as you may not know, I'm a shotgun player. And shotguns they're got this little middle ground where they could be competitive, but a lot of competitive players don't think they're good because everyone's riding the DMR scene right now. But in my opinion, I think shotguns have a way to stay in the competitive scene for Rogue Company. And these controller settings are going to help you become the best shotgun player that you possibly could be. So let's get right into it. So here we are in the controller settings. Again, this is a controller setting video. I do not have a mouse and keyboard setup because I do not play mouse and keyboard on Rogue Company. I like to dabble here and there, but again, this is all based on controller, and this video will help you become the best shotgun player you possibly can, and hopefully it'll show you guys exactly what shotguns can do in the competitive scene of Rogue Company. So right here, my horizontal controller sensitivity along with my vertical is 7.5. Now 7.5 is like the medium ground because in my streams I like to do 360s. I like to spin. I like to crank it all the way up to 10 and just spin and try to hit like a shot off of a high post. And I mean, like, that's cool. You can definitely run 10 if you can handle it. 10's actually kind of fast in this game, I'll be honest. I like to run 10 in my older Call of Duties, but I've started to slow down my sensitivity, and my numbers have been going higher and higher and higher. So horizontal controller sensitivity will be set to 7.5, and it's like a middle ground. Like I said before, it's fast but it's slow at the same time. Surprisingly, what I used to run was 6. I used to run 6 and 6 during the alpha, and still playing shotguns. Slower sensitivities work a lot in this game, and you'll be very surprised how many people actually have very slow sensitivities in this game that are out there winning CMGs and other third-party tournaments. So, like I said, 7.5 is perfect for me. Definitely check it out on your own if you don't like 7.5, but 10's too fast. I would say 6 is probably the slowest you probably should have it, even in general, but 7.5 is a really good middle ground. Now the horizontal controller ADS sensitivity is 60 and 60. Now as a shotgun player, you want to have it a lot slower because whenever you have ADS, it's meant to be a little bit more tightly spread and more slower because you're looking down the sights. And with a shotgun, especially if you're going to use the slug shotguns that's found on Glitch and Chalk, for example, those shotguns can one-tap headshot from a pretty decently long range. So you're going to want your sensitivities to be a little bit slower than normal, just so that you can have a better chance of hitting those headshots. Because no one's running extremely fast. The only character who's going to be running extremely fast is Lancer, and her shotgun, you're not really going to be aiming in too much because you're trying to run around and be the fastest person possible. And that's why I said the sensitivity being at 7.5 is actually really good for a Lancer shotgun. The dead zones 0.2, that's fine. If you have the Elite controller, you can go and actually customize the dead zones for the controller specifically. So I highly recommend not even to mess with this if you have an Elite controller, or maybe even a Scuff. Acceleration boost 10%. So that just means that like it says right here, determines the rate at which turn speed increases from standard max to that boost multiplied speed. And I think 10% is a good number in general because you don't want it to be too fast. You want to be able to actually have control of your character and especially your shotgun. Plus with the boost multiplier being at 1.05, that's not going to affect 10% at all. And also, I think this is just regular. I think this is normal. So if you don't know what this is and it's already at 10%, don't mess with it. I highly recommend not to mess with it. ADS mode as hold. We definitely want it to be hold, especially on playing controller, because if you have it to toggle, then you're going to press L trigger or L2, and you're going to be stuck aiming in. It might throw you off. I mean, I think that's good for a mouse, but for controller, I don't think so. Now, for you, this is a video for shotguns, but I just want to give a little quick tip for the scope sensitivities on controllers. Definitely go into the shooting range and test this out for yourself, because there's only 3 guns in the game that have scopes, and which is the 2 Phantom weapons and the Saint weapon, and this little setting right here will change the sensitivity of while you're scoped in And that's definitely something that you might want to go mess with in the shooting range yourself. I keep it at 50 and 50 because 50 is still fast enough to where you can, still like drag scope, and especially whenever you're using the same, it's enough to where you're able to actually like track a player. So I highly recommend just leaving that as is, unless you're just a crazy player and you like it on 10 or 100. Yeah, I just recommend leaving that as is. Definitely, unless you like inverted, I would invert it. A big thing is vibration. I've had vibration off since I've been playing Halo 5 way back in the day, and vibration is kind of like a mental game. So I turned off vibration because of the fact that whenever you're shooting somebody, sometimes, like, whenever their guns have just a crazy amount of recoil, you feel like you're not going to be able to control it well. With vibration off, that like eliminates the possibility that you're actually feeling the gun shaking in your hands and you won't be able to control it. Well, it could be the craziest gun in the game, and you're actually going to be able to have the mentality of, oh, this isn't that bad, I can actually aim and shoot. So I highly recommend keeping vibration off as opposed to on. But obviously, unless you like to feel the more immersion, definitely turn it on. But if you're trying to go for CMGs and other tournament gameplay, I highly recommend keeping it off. It just helps so much. I also have press reload, hold to interact. I think that's standard. You're just gonna press the button to reload, hold it to interact with like stuff, So, but the whole time is point 2. You want it to be as fast as possible. I mean, point 1's a little too quick for if you're throwing down like certain like the anvil shield, you're trying to throw that down. That will affect that. So I think point 2 is a really good middle ground. I believe point 2 is how it normally is. Maybe I can't remember if I actually edited this myself, but that's all, guys. My bindings, it's nothing different. I keep the same bindings. Obviously, I got the 4 paddles, so it's like I got 4 different AVXY buttons on the back. But I keep everything the same. I recommend keeping it all the same as well for those of you who do not have an Xbox Elite controller. And that's about it, guys. If you like what you saw here and you definitely think this is going to help you elevate your game as being a shotgun player or even an SMG player, because obviously, you click on the right stick, you'll do the crouch and stuff motion. If you think this is going to help you a lot, definitely leave a thumbs up, and definitely send me your personal bindings for your controller down in the comments below. I'd like to see, because not everyone's the same, but I definitely guarantee that this will help your game be elevated like tenfold. And if you like more of these Fry guides that are going to be coming out soon, definitely hit the subscribe button, because we're going to be going on a wild ride with Rogue Company. And also in the future, we're going to have Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War zombie Fry guides coming shortly when that game launches, and you definitely do not want to miss out on that. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been FryeGuy. Y'all take it easy.